Everyone has that image in their mind. What it would be like to actually be the hero of your life. You've had it since you were a kid. It was very vivid. And what happens through the years? You start disowning it. You ever find it funny how, as a kid, if you ask them, hey, what do you want to do when you're older? Every single child has an answer. Yeah? Yet as an adult, do you know what your purpose is? No, I don't. I need someone on YouTube to tell me what it is. What's my purpose? Why am I here? What do I want to do? Very few adults actually know. The reason being is you've disowned that inner voice of intuition, if you will. Right? A kid, what do you want to do when you're older? I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a rock star. And what happens? You get, at first, encouraged. Oh, that's great. You know what you want to do. Oh, you're going to be the best rock star. You're going to be the best astronaut, the first to Mars. Clap, clap, clap. Then you reach a certain age, and it shifts. You get a little older, and what happens when an older kid's like, I want to be an astronaut? Hey, Johnny, it's good to have dreams. However, you got to be realistic. I don't know if that's a realistic goal for you. I want to be a rock star. Your music's okay. I'll give you that. But come on, when are you going to grow up? You're old enough now. It was cute when you were younger, but not anymore. And that happens more and more. And what happens eventually? We start losing trust with that inner voice of intuition. I want to do this. But hey, if the outside environment and people of authority, parents, teachers, so on and so forth, are saying, that's not good. No. You're dreaming too big. You can't be that. You can't do this. What do? We're like, well, maybe I can't. This voice that's been here all along, that I've listened to all along, maybe is wrong. And we start doubting it. We start ignoring it. We start telling it to shut up, right? It's like, say this, do this. No. Shut up. That's what you were here. You were useful when I was younger, but not anymore. Get in the shadows. And eventually you reach a point where you don't even hear it anymore. And here you are as an adult. Hey, what do you want to do with your life? What are you excited about? What's your purpose? And that little voice that would have screamed an authentic answer, crickets. And people are confused. And because they don't hear that voice inside, they start looking for it externally. Society, tell me what I should do. Coaches, gurus, tell me what I should do. Friends, I don't know what I should do. No. Where's my life going? Am I just drifting through life till death, just existing? Was I meant to live? Was that just a childhood dream of what it would look like? Me being the hero of my movie? Can you even remember what it's like? Do you even fantasize about it anymore? Most people don't, which is quite sad. If you do, that's actually a step up. Fantasizing. At least that little voice, what you could be, what you authentically are aligned to be, exists in your dreams. Thank God. But I hope it exists somewhere. What would that feel like? You might be sitting home alone in front of your computer, watching a Julien video. And maybe a part of you is thinking like, wow, what's my version of that? What would I be like if I were just free? What would I be like if I stopped hiding, stopped staying in the shadows, playing it so safe through life, and actually stepped into my power? What would that look like? Do you all have a general image, like what you would sound like, how you would act, how you would talk, how you would just be, what that would feel like? Because I hope you do, because that's the goal. And you better have a certain direction you're moving towards. And here's the thing, it's not a dream. I mean, for most people, yes, but it doesn't have to be a dream. But the only person who decides when you wake up from fantasizing, when you wake up from the dream and you make it a reality is you. And there's no magical moment. There's no special day. It's like you just have to decide. Why is it? And I see it now. I have 2 daughters myself. When I go to, say, their daycare, their school, you walk into a classroom there, like when I drop them off, and it's filled with life. It is. It's filled with expression. It's filled with charisma. Why? Because those kids are so young, they've not gone through the whole process of social conditioning. They've not started disowning different aspects of who they are. You walk in a classroom like that, you'll see a kid running, screaming like, ah, like playing with the toy, ah, you did that. Like it's filled with life. Yet look around you now. Take a moment, like actually look around. Is this a room filled with life? Yeah! Right? Now, I do like this, because putting that situation, like turning the mirror around, got some of you, like yourself, to be like, yes! There's still that kid in there, like, yes, come on. But I've also seen some of you, while they were clapping, you, for example, with the pink shirt, jean jacket, just, why are they clapping? The inner child inside, like, muzzled. Can you clap too? What's going on? Tries to pull it off. Get back there. Shut up. We're not going to express ourselves. It was dangerous when we were younger to express ourselves, to put ourselves out there, and it's more dangerous now. So keep it inside. No. And this is where you must reflect too on your life, on your experience here alive, knowing that you are going to die. Is it worth holding it in? Is it worth putting things off? And how long are you going to put things off for? It's quite sad when you realize how many people have regrets on their deathbed that are in their control. It's normal to have regrets beyond that, of course, but within your control. Like, don't you find it baffling that one of the top regrets is, I wish I would have allowed myself to be happier. I wish I would have allowed myself to be more expressive, to put myself out there more. I wish I would have allowed myself to take more risks. That's the most common regret. Now, probably, if you were, say, the universe came and said, you're all going to die right now, and the ceiling collapsed, you'd be feeling the same thing. Well, why? Why do you do that to yourself? Because you're the one doing it to you. You're keeping yourself in a cage. Is this how you were as a kid growing up? Now, again, there's a certain point where it shifts, but before that, is this how you were born? And if the answer is no, then it's time to get back in touch with that. It's time to unlearn. It's time to let go. It's why I talk so much about letting go. The quality of your life, your confidence, doesn't come from adding more, doesn't come from compensating, it comes from removing. Removing the conditioning, removing the limiting beliefs, removing the sad story we're hanging on to. And here's the thing, it doesn't matter how sad or horrible your life story is so far, because it could be, it very well could be. But it doesn't matter how bad it is, it does not give you the right to continue to suffer the rest of your life. It does not give you the right to play small. It does not give you the right to hide, even if it's terrible. We could all do a contest. You're like, look, my life story is even worse than yours. Ha, I get points. Cool, doesn't give you the right. There is no excuse. Now, this can sound harsh, but this is the talk you must have with yourself. For me, I couldn't live another way. I have growing up. It was terrible. I grew up with massive anxiety. I would rarely put myself out there. I wouldn't allow myself to be seen. I would fantasize of what it would feel like or look like. Like the moment right now, me speaking on stage is what I would fantasize about. It's like, oh, if I could just break free, what would it be like? This. I'm living it. And I made a decision to live it. This is many years ago when I first moved to Los Angeles. When I quit university, I'm originally from Switzerland, moved to LA and had no plan. I had watched the movie Into the Wild, and that's what cemented it for me. It's based on a book. Now that book and movie has a tragic ending, not to spoil, right? It's like, eventually when that happens for me, like, I was like the book, but for now, I'm in the thriving part of the movie. I'm not at the end yet. But that movie really cemented it, where I'm like, yes, there's this thing inside of me, this voice, this energy where it's like, do this, be this, stop holding back. And seeing that movie, although I don't necessarily resonate with the direction of what inspired the character or the person in real life, it was a wake-up where it's like, you can just walk away from all this. Like for all of you, the identity you've taken on, the front that you've been hiding behind, which for most of us, the personality we even have is just a coping mechanism. It's not actually you. You developed it to survive. The same way as like, say you were my child, and say growing up, I only gave you love when you cracked jokes. Like, I just want, and not any kind of, just knock-knock jokes. Well, who would you be as an adult? You'd be an expert in knock-knock jokes. You're like, well, that's me. I'm the knock-knock joke guy. That's my personality. No, that's what was conditioned into you. Same here with who you think you are. That's what was conditioned into you. Hey, you're in school. Someone says, hey, be quiet. Or the classroom laughs. You swallow it up. In the classroom, maybe Back to you. You might have tried to clap, and everyone's like, that's your clap? It was like a little Mr. Bean, little golf clap thing, and you're like, oh, never clap again. So when everyone's clapping, you're like, no, this is me. I'm just the non-clapper personality. Well, what's your version of that? And you can drop it when right now. You don't need a big buildup. You don't need, even in the self-help spiritual world, like, look, to drop this, I need to go on this crazy spiritual journey. I got to travel down to Peru, go on a 30-day ayahuasca trip, really reflect on the matrix of society, and maybe after a few years, I'll crack the front. I won't drop it, I'll just crack it. No, you can just drop it. The same way me watching Into the Wild, boom, okay, let's go, done, dropping everything. You can drop everything right now. But I've invested so much. Is it making you happy? Right? We invest in the identity that's keeping us stuck the same way we invest in a toxic relationship. Right now, if you audit the relationship you have with you, for most people alive, it's a toxic relationship where you're just being beaten and abused. Say this. Shh, no. Here's what I think. Say no. Yes. Say yes. Psh, no. That's the typical people pleaser. Put yourself out there. No, shut up. Literally, you are in a relationship with you, beating a part of you, saying, get in the closet. No. Psh. And it's very abusive, yet we keep doubling down. Well, I've been in this relationship my whole life. Why would I give up on that now? It's just who I am. I'd rather double down in more pain. No. Quit. Now, going more nuanced with the relationship you have with yourself, it isn't one you can actually just quit and bounce off. Like, you can't be like, we're getting divorced, peace. You're stuck in it. But you can actually start working on it. But it starts with putting a boundary, putting your foot down, saying enough's enough. You are the version of you that is abusing the other you, that voice of intuition, but you're also that other you. At what point is that other you going to grab the hand and say, no, enough. You're not keeping me locked up anymore. We're not hiding behind this front anymore. I'm coming out. Here I am. And that day, even if you're thinking about it now, you're like, that resonates. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, maybe next year. No, it happens now. And then you have to identify what's keeping you trapped. What are you actually scared of? What are you so scared of? And is it more, like, say that fear were to even be true, is it more painful than what you're experiencing now? Because here's a belief, well, if I put myself out there, I'll then risk being rejected. But by not putting yourself out there, you're rejecting you right now. You're doing it to you. That outcome you fear, you're doing it. Can't get worse than that. Because here's the other thing. Say it happens externally, you still have you now. And you don't delegate it to the external, and that's what we do. Oh, I just can't. I can't meet my own needs. I don't feel whole myself, so I'm going to delegate it to everyone else. Can you give me some approval, please? I'm missing inner approval. I'm not approving of myself, but if you approve of me, it'll make up for that. Please? Approval? Anyone? And we just chase and chase. We then also depend on others to make us feel good. I can't make myself feel good. Can you make me feel good? Can you? Can you? Can you? How toxic is that? Right? Yet that's most of society. Every single one of us have gone through traumatic experiences. No one's immune to it. Now, it can vary, of course. There's different degrees to it. But simply by the fact that you are shoved into this world and you grow up in this world, you experience trauma. If you think of the definition of this world of life, too, in a way, it is a prison. Think about it, right? You're born. You could argue that you being born as a baby, as a child, you're this expansive, free energy, right? You come out of your mother's womb, you're like, what's this? Some light? I'm here. Expansive! And immediately, the doctor grabs you and spanks you. You're like, what's this? It's like, cry, baby, cry! Now, they actually stopped doing this, but say it's back in the day. For all of you, cry! You're like, oh, what's going on? I thought it was coming into the light. You're like, welcome to Earth. Then it's like, okay, not only do you get spanked, but here's the kicker. You can't even survive on your own. So you're going to have to supplicate to your parents or whoever's raising you for them to give you food. Oh my gosh, I better behave. That's like a prison guard. It's like they're dangling the food. Shelter, money, food. You want it? Be a good child. Now, being a good child can sound good in a general sense, but that depends on the household, right? Could be a very toxic household where it's like, come on, and then you try to get, it's like, just kidding. Or even if you are the good child, it's like, psych, not good enough, because my trauma's now projected onto you. Get in the closet, Harry Potter, get in there. That can happen. How traumatizing is that? Or even in, let's just say, the traditional healthy household, and you are the golden child and you're living up to it, okay, great, but you're still in a prison. You're just the best prisoner. You're the example A student prisoner. Please, parents, don't kick me out. Don't kick me to the curb. Then it doesn't stop there. It's okay. It's not just your family and your parents. Go to school. I gotta get accepted by the classroom, the teachers, oh my gosh, and now society, oh my gosh. And ultimately, free, expansive, that fire, that inner light starts to shrink and shrink and shrink. And the thing is, it's not external things shrinking it. It's you doing it in order to fit in to the world. You shrink that light. I can't say this, can't do that, can't be this, it'll make them feel this way. And then eventually there's also a big shift where we become more concerned with what other people are thinking or feeling with their well-being than our own. And we live life having this lose-win relationship with others. Oh, as long as, that's what they all think, I don't think that, but if I just lie and disown what I think and put it out there, they'll accept me and they'll feel good. Lose-win. But if it's not win-win, everyone's losing. And eventually it's no. And people pleasers hate hearing this. It's your own well-being comes first. You first. Be there for you. Because otherwise, once more, it's also a delegating approach. If they feel good, maybe I'll feel good. No, make yourself feel good. And that'll transfer onto others. Reclaim that light within. And that's the cool thing, is because you did it to you, you can undo it. And the power is in your hands. Now, this is also a belief that less people believe in, meaning it's a expansion of victim mentality, which is that I don't have the power, and not only is it not in my hands, but I have to accept the fact that some people can't change. Some people can never get that light back. That's actually a narrative being pushed like crazy right now. Hey, don't change. And there's even the ego that gets involved where there's a certain pride in that. You're right, I don't want to change. Why should I change? How dare you shame me, Julien? I am not an expansive ball of light. I'm just a little half spark. Don't make me feel bad. That's just who I am. Why are you telling me I could be more? Not everyone can be more. You privileged fuck. Literally. I get a lot of comments like this. Not everyone can change. Why are you giving people false hope? Let them be happy with the little half spark. That's good enough for them. Insane. You don't know what it's like, Julien. I actually do. I wasn't always like this. It can be hard to believe, I know, but I was extremely shy. I've been through incredibly hard times. I've been homeless as well. People are like, you privileged with your golden cloak and your gloves. No. There was a time me living out of my car in Los Angeles. There was a time where I lived amongst cockroaches, for real. I did own a computer though, so maybe that is a bit of a privilege. But they would lay eggs in that computer. It's a true story. It's a true story. The USB ports would be warm, and if you didn't turn it off, or even if you turned it off, it was still warm for a little bit, and they would lay their eggs in there, and for days, weeks, kind of want to say months, little baby cockroaches would be coming out of that computer, that old MacBook. Little baby ones. They were cute. They were my family. But I lived amongst cockroaches. Every morning I'd wake up and guaranteed at least one would be on me under the sheets. Yeah. And I don't even like cockroaches. But I do occasionally miss them. Like, for real. Even with the new computers now, I'm like, they got rid of the USB ports. How are they going to lay their eggs into these tiny little holes? So no, I've been through it all. And even back then when I started working on myself, a lot of people said, you can't change. Just be good with who you are. Accept who you are. Now, is accepting who you are good advice, yes or no?
Yes, in a sense.
Yes, it is. But the problem is, when you hear accept who you are, we confuse who we are with the front that we've been being. We talked about how we crafted our personality as a coping mechanism. Well, hey, if you've been fake for the majority of your life, you've just been this front, disowning parts of who you are. When you hear advice like that, be yourself. Oh, be the front. What if being yourself means no longer being who you are here? What if who you consider yourself is fake? And it's what I've said for years. It's not fake it till you make it. It's act real until you remember, because you are faking it right now. That's the foundation. It's right now realizing, wait a minute, why do I assume I'm being real? Why do I assume I'm being authentic? And if you doubt it, then look at yourself in the mirror and say, is this me being authentic? And if you're someone who's just half a spark, just kind of too scared to even look at myself in the mirror, it's like, is that you authentically? Is that how you came into this world? And this is where you have to choose. You can choose to also not believe me, be like, well, technically, maybe. Okay, great, well then continue being that. How has it been going so far? Or once more, put your foot down and get to work. And don't let anyone, even if it's a huge group of people, even if there's a ton of power behind that belief, convince you that you can't change or that it's too late for you. It's not. And change happens in an instant. The same with what we talked about before. If you don't like, for example, your job, no one's telling you have to stay there. You could quit right now. You don't even have to give your 2 weeks notice. You could walk out this door and never go back. Oh, but then what? Yes, you'll have to find a new way to make money. Obviously, you'll have to get a new job. You just be like, no job. But you can bounce. If you don't like a certain friend or someone in your peer group, you never have to see them again. You don't have to. Oh, but then what will people think? Who cares what they think? If it's a very toxic person in your life, you can just put your foot down, assert a boundary. All those things you don't like, it can be very valuable to reflect on, okay, why am I tolerating this? Do I have to tolerate this? Just that also removes a lot of victim mentality. Oh, why? I'm such a victim. Yeah, self-generated for the most part. But my boss, quit. But this person, bounce, don't see them again. But my relationship, leave. Now, to be clear, yes, it can be a lot more complicated and there's nuances, but get the general gist of it. A lot of those things, a lot of those situations, you are putting yourself in there, and you don't have to. Now, what does that also do? It challenges your comfort zone. Oh, but that's a little scary. And here's the thing, with comfort zone, although the word is accurate, it's comfort zone because it's comfortable, don't confuse it with being comfortable. For most people, their comfort zone is pure hell and painful, but it's known. And if you're someone who's only experienced pain, it can be very scary to not experience it. It's the whole, anyone see the movie Wayne's World back in the day? Yeah, it's the whole like, not worthy, for goodness, back to the pain. Guess what? We talked about abusive relationships that we have with ourselves. That's also very common, sadly, in the world with actual abusive relationships. They go back and they go back and they go back because it's known. Yes, it's painful. Yes, there's abuse, but it's what I know. Same with who you are and your beliefs of life. That's what got you here today. You have to form your bearings on the world. Again, expansive light, baby, into the world. You're like, what is this? You got to form a map. And that map got you here. And your DNA doesn't care if you're happy. Your DNA just cares, is this person alive? Yes. Is this person reproducing? Yes. And you don't have to have sex to reproduce. You just flicking it or wanking it, your DNA is like, reproduction. In the bathroom, reproduction. I'm alive. So literally, you could be in extreme pain, miserable existence, no friends, no one, every now and then just touching it, tricking your DNA into thinking that it's real, and your DNA is like, yes, successful, keep on doing that. So your DNA is not going to save you. You are. I'm also not going to save you either. If you want to truly change, it's on you. It's not like I'm going to fly to your house and bang at your door. It's like, did you change? Did you honor your commitment? Are you a light again? No. I have my own life and things I'm dealing with. Everyone else does too. And that's the other harsh truth, is that no one is coming to save you. We think as kids, maybe my parents will come. If I cry enough and I make enough noise and I complain enough, will they come? If I sign up to enough events, will the coach do it for me? No, you'll just get pimped out by the self-help industry. Cough up more money. That's what happens. Because here's the three approaches. One is, I can't do it, I'm a victim, bleh, and you just give into it. Number two is, I can't, I'm a victim, so I'm going to look for a hero to defeat the monster. And the hero could be a partner, it could be a friend, it could be a coach. And that's how people get pimped out. They're like, Julien, beat the monster for me. Do it for me. I'm like, no. Level 3 is a good coach makes you realize you have the power and only you can defeat that monster. Because even if, say hypothetically, you get a coach to defeat the monster, well, now you're dependent on the coach. And the power is still not within you. It's in the coach. Same with a partner. If my partner, if I'm in a relationship and they finally make me feel happy, well, then they have the power to your happiness, not you. So in the end, it all comes down to you. Your biggest abuser is also you. That doesn't take away from actual bad things happening and abuse, so on and so forth. But for the most part, whoever's holding you back in life right now is you. And it's not even you, it's that virus. It's lies that you started believing. It's beliefs implanted in you. There was a comment I read yesterday, actually. I landed yesterday, and it was a comment on my social media, and someone was like, I'm not good enough. The video is about being good enough, realizing you're worthy. And the comment was, I'm paraphrasing, but something along the lines of, I'm not good enough. I have nothing to offer. It just is what it is. Now, if you believe that, my question to you is, who made you believe that? Who? Or what? What situation? Now this here, even judging by some of the reactions, is something most people believe. I am not good enough. There's even that little voice sometimes like, who are you kidding going to these events? You really think you're going to change? The best outcome from this event for you is you might laugh a couple times or get a couple epiphanies and feel smart. Oh, I didn't hear that before. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, great speaker. Oh, that was a good point. Back to the usual. No. Who made you believe you can't change? What made you believe? Can you even identify it? If you can't, then that's the first obstacle. And this is where awareness comes into play. Awareness is always the first step. You want to realize the walls keeping you stuck in that invisible prison? Well, where did they come from? What are exactly those walls? Rewinding back to childhood, too, is very valuable. Or if you identify a recent situation, asking yourself, when was a previous one that was similar? For example, oh, why don't I feel good enough? Who made you believe that? My ex, when I broke up with my ex 2 years ago, as an example. Okay, good awareness, but that's recent, that's 2 years ago. So what you're going to have to do is go even deeper. How did that feel like 2 years ago? And do you remember a similar feeling when you were younger? And try to trace it back further. Then once you identify it, you can actually work on it, process it, and let go of it. But if you aren't aware of it, you can't do much.